Nowadays, I'm sure that climate mitigation and climate adaptation, they are key issues for SADC and also for many other African sub-regional organizations. SADC region, as we all know, is very vulnerable to climate change and disasters. If you look at changes so far, we have seen that there has been a change that you are facing more of a drought in your region. IPCC will publish its new report. It's clear that this drought challenge will remain also for the coming decades, and if we are able to be successful in climate mitigation, this negative trend could be phased out during the coming decades, but anyhow will be a major challenge for the whole century for SADC region. Sea level rise is also one of the challenges, and according to recent science, sea level rise estimates are now higher than they used to be. There's also an estimation that the sea level rise continues at least until 2300, so it won't stop, and if we would reach Paris limits, the range of sea level rise may be from half meter to 2 meters by 2300. Because of warming of the oceans, we have been storing most of the extra heat that we have produced to the system, to the planet, to the oceans, and that has meant that also the tropical storms are getting more energy, and we have wider areas where these tropical storms have been observed. Globally, I would say that we have major development needs, and those development needs are especially valid for Africa. We need to invest in observing systems, early warning services. We have to enhance impact-based forecasting, and also to promote multi-hazard early warning services, to have weather, climate, water, ocean, geophysical hazards handled under one umbrella. To be successful in our business, a whole chain from observations to numerical weather prediction, early warning services and impacts, and finally action on the users or customer side needs to work properly. From our perspective in Africa, we have major challenges with observing systems, and we have also major challenges with this early warning service quality. Only less than half of the African population get access to proper early warning services. From our side, we have been active in creating mechanisms for development, and we are grateful for 8 donor countries who are behind Cruise initiative, which is supposed to mobilize 100 million euros to support the development of early warning services. And we have done work in more than 50 countries, and many of them are African countries, to improve those. We are grateful for European Commission that you have decided to allocate 85 million euros for improvement of climate services in African, Caribbean and Pacific countries. This is also very good investments. And then altogether at WMO we have a record amount of portfolio for supporting development. We have at the moment 120 million Swiss francs to assist our less developed country members. One of our new initiatives is that we would like to improve the basic observing systems, and there are major data gaps, especially in Africa, Caribbean and Pacific Islands and some parts of Latin America, and we have created a financing mechanism called SOF, Systematic Observation Financing Facility, and our aim is to mobilize $400 million during the coming 5 years to improve the basic observing systems. And this would enhance the quality of early warning services and also climate services, and also contribute to climate science. We are also grateful for European Union for Focus Africa, a project which is already up and running. We are publishing on annual basis status of climate reports. We have started delivery of regional reports, and the first of those was the one for Africa. And then together with other UN partners and IPCC and Global Carbon Project, we have started provision of United in Science report, which has the meteorological facts, ocean facts, emission facts and impact related information. We have already started services for UN organizations so that they can, especially these humanitarian organizations, they can target their resources more wisely. Finally, I would like to say what's happening globally. We are all preparing for the COP26. We have heard very promising news from major emitters worldwide that they aim at becoming carbon neutral by 2050 or 2060. Now we have already more than 70% of the global emissions under such a regime. And mitigation, of course, that's very critical, and the perspective is promising, and we have also better technological and financial means to be successful in even reaching the limits of Paris Agreement. We are not yet there. So far the promises are not ambitious enough to reach the Paris targets, but there's a chance to become more successful there. Besides mitigation, it's important to pay attention to adaptation. And from our perspective, we are bringing to the table these data gaps and this SOF initiative. We have also created the Water Climate Initiative, which we plan to launch at the COP26 meeting. And our aim is to enhance the early warning services. And we have also an initiative called GMAS to deliver early warning service data for all of our members, and especially for our less developed country members.